Hey guys, Jeff Ford coming at you for another 2-Minute Tuesday. Last week we discussed dark leafy greens and the power of their antioxidants when it comes to recovery. This week we're going to turn the tables and discuss carbs, everyone's favorite topic. What I want to make clear is carbs are not the enemy. It is the type of carbohydrate that we need to avoid, especially endurance athletes are flooded with processed carbohydrates. It's part of the scene. Pasta parties, gels, there's other ways of going about it. So we just want to be clear that carbohydrates are definitely important. It's the type. So we want to look at high quality and unprocessed. The second point I want to make when it comes to carbohydrates is that they're highly bingeable, meaning when you start eating that pizza, that pasta, it sort of just goes off the handles. Hormonally, your body gets out of whack, meaning you just crave more carbohydrate and you start to become that carb-dependent athlete. And it's sort of this terrible cyclical thing that happens to a lot of athletes in general, no matter the sport. 4 points we need to make on how you should determine your carb intake, the amount of carbs that you should be having. So one is your body composition. Are you happy with where you're at? Are you lean enough to be the best at your sport? It's super important to be strong and lean because that's going to make you go faster. Second point is the amount of training you're doing. So the training cycle. Ironman triathletes, like that volume gets, even if you're on our power speed endurance protocol, it's a lot of training sessions. So if you're doing 2-a-days, you're most likely gonna know where you feel better at from a carbohydrate perspective. So probably adding a little bit more in there and timing those carbohydrates as well. The third point I want to make is sex determines a lot. Guys naturally have more muscle mass than females, so they're going to just need a little bit more carbohydrate. And then the fourth point, and this is why we're all different sizes, is our genetic makeup. That is going to be super crucial to what foods your body's better off of and what foods you perform at a higher level off of. So it really has to be individualized, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach. The two samples I have for you today are sweet potatoes and blueberries. Here's the deal, guys. No one's going to eat 6 sweet potatoes, okay? So it's a complex carbohydrate, and there's a lot of benefit. So from ingesting these, you do get a high micronutrient benefit. Second point here, and another point, sorry, on the sweet potatoes, is they're slower releasing. So some carbs, fast releasing, it has that sort of bingeable property that we talked about earlier. Blueberries, super high in antioxidants. So just like I actually mentioned last week, throw them into a smoothie. No one, again, is going to eat this entire bag of blueberries. Both of these also came from local farmers market, so go local whenever you can, super crucial. But from a recovery perspective, timing these carbohydrates after your workouts, in heavy training cycles, we can speak to that a little bit more in some timing videos, but just make sure you're getting these in. You're prioritizing these carbohydrates, not super high calorically, and your body's going to feel good when you fuel off of these. My name is Jeff Ford. We'll see you back next week and get to discussing fats.